Hello, welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some information coming out from Israel that I want to share with you guys. Now, I am a little late to the party on this story. This story came out just yesterday evening, but I want to share some information coming out from Israel as it relates to a lot of the attacks that we've been seeing inside of Lebanon today, and with what appears to be a major war that's about to break out between Israel and Hezbollah imminently. Now, I reported to you guys, did multiple updates today of attacks inside Lebanon with pagers being used by Hezbollah for communication purposes, exploding in the pockets of many of the fighters, also innocent people being harmed in these attacks all throughout Lebanon and also inside of Syria. Now, I've got some information in the story that says Israel makes returning residents of northern Israel an official war goal. Now, in my personal opinion, I think this is the beginning of a major military operation that Israel is going to launch against Hezbollah. I think the pagers was the beginning of it. What we last heard was also airstrikes inside of inside of Lebanon, as well. And I think we're going to see major preemptive strikes and possibly even followed up with a major ground invasion from Israel. Time will tell. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball and I don't know for sure if that's going to happen, but that's kind of how I see this playing out right now. And it all started yesterday when Benjamin Netanyahu approved this new war goal for returning residents to the north. Now, if you're not aware of this, the northern side of Israel is for the most part pretty vacant. There are some people up there on the northern side, but many people have fled due to the war between Hezbollah and Israel, as Hezbollah has been launching almost near daily attacks with drones and rockets flying into their territory. There's been massive wildfires breaking out all over northern Israel as well, as it comes under attack repeatedly almost every single day. So I want to talk more about this today. I've got this article we're going to go over briefly here just for a moment so I get you guys caught up on what's happening with Israel over the last 24 hours. Why are they conducting these attacks inside of Lebanon with these pagers? Why is Israel bombing inside of Lebanon right now? Why are they preparing to go to war with Hezbollah? It's going to answer all those questions for you right here. This is from the BBC. Israel sets new war goal of returning residents to the north, okay? Came out 15 hours ago yesterday evening. Israel has made the safe return of residents to the north of the country an official war goal, the Prime Minister's office has said. The decision was taken by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's security cabinet late on Monday. About 60,000 people have been evacuated from northern Israel because of near-daily attacks by Iran-backed Hezbollah in neighboring Lebanon. Cross-border fighting escalated on October 8th, 2023, a day after the deadly attack on Israel by Hamas gunmen from the Gaza Strip, when Hezbollah fired at Israeli positions in solidarity with the Palestinians. And it says the security cabinet was updated with objectives of the war to include the following: returning the residents of the north securely to their homes, a statement from the Prime Minister's office said. Okay, so how do you think they're going to do that without launching a military invasion potentially of southern Lebanon? I think it's something that they're planning to do. I think many people have been anticipating this to be the case for a while. I definitely have. And we've been seeing a buildup of Israeli troops on the border with northern Israel and southern Lebanon also. So I think it's definitely inevitable that this is going to happen. Israel will continue to act to implement this objective, it added. Earlier on Monday, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said the only way to return Israel's northern residents to their home was through military action during a meeting with U.S. envoy Amos Hochstein. The possibility for an agreement is running out as Hezbollah continues to tie itself to Hamas and refuses to end the conflict, a statement from his office said. Therefore, the only way left to ensure the return of Israel's northern communities to their homes will be via military action. Gallant's comments came as speculation grew that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu wanted to replace him amid differences between the two men over the war in Gaza. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin warned of the devastating consequences of further escalation. So definitely a scary situation, guys. Obviously this was what Lloyd Austin said, the U.S. Defense Secretary. And regarding Yoav Gallant, as it was saying here, that Netanyahu might want to replace him, this was being talked about a lot yesterday, that Israel Katz, the foreign minister of Israel, might take over as defense minister. They would remove Yoav Gallant, and then I believe it was another man named Gideon Sa'ar, if I'm pronouncing his last name right. He was supposed to be taken over potentially as foreign minister. I don't know if that's changed. That was information that I heard yesterday. But as of right now, I understand Yoav Gallant is still the defense minister. They have not replaced him. Maybe this was pressure placed on Yoav Gallant prior to this attack taking place inside of Lebanon today. Maybe they pressured Yoav Gallant enough to get him to be on board with an invasion of southern Lebanon. That's just kind of what I'm speculating. As Yoav Gallant has been, for the most part, against a lot of what's going on in the Gaza Strip, like, mainly with the Philadelphia corridor. We've talked about that. The Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, wants to take control of the Philadelphia corridor, and then we've had Yoav Gallant come out and say, no, we don't need to take control of the corridor, just get the hostages back, make a deal. So he's definitely pushed back on a lot of what Benjamin Netanyahu wants, and that's probably also why he's wanting to remove him, as maybe Yoav Gallant is second guessing about this, launching this invasion of southern Lebanon as well, going after Hezbollah. Maybe that's what we're seeing happening behind the scenes. But this is what the Israeli defense minister told Amos Hochstein, the Biden administration envoy to Israel. Okay, it says here on the New York Times, Israeli defense minister tells U.S. military action against Hezbollah is needed. Okay, this is what he told Amos Hochstein yesterday, meeting with the senior Biden administration advisor. Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said the only way for Israel to return its displaced citizens to the northern border is through military action with Hezbollah. Okay, so this to me looks confirmed that a war is about to break out. Now, I want all of you to understand that just because they say that a military goal for them is to bring the residents back to the northern side of their country, all the Israeli citizens that have been displaced, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to launch a full-on war with Hezbollah. Now, it definitely could be the case. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. It looks highly likely that could be the case, even if Hezbollah declares war on Israel sometime very soon, just for these pager attacks that have been happening today. But Israel could play this the long way. They could go after more targets, maybe start hitting Hezbollah harder inside of Lebanon. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to invade Lebanon and go after Hezbollah, but we really don't know exactly what's going to happen here. Right now, what I'm going to do is just wait for more information to come out, see what transpires here over the next 12 to 24 hours. We also know that lots of airlines are suspending flights for the next 2 days inside of Israel at the Ben Gurion airport. So that's highly indicative that we could see, for sure, at least the bare minimum, a major attack from Hezbollah, probably launching hundreds, if not thousands, of rockets again into Israel, attacking them. And at the end of the day, we could definitely see a major war breakout between the two. So, yeah, just wanted to get you guys caught up on what's happening, why Israel is attacking Lebanon potentially the way that they did today with these pagers exploding. And also, we're seeing major airstrikes inside of Lebanon soon after that also. So we could definitely see a major war here, guys. Just want to get you caught up, let you know what's going on as of yesterday in case you weren't aware of this information. But that's going to be it for today's update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.